Hello everyone, my name is Lokesh and a warm welcome to my channel. I am the founder of Job Ladders Recruitment Consultancy based in Mumbai. In our previous video, we discussed about the practice of the placement agencies of charging money from their candidates. So further we will discuss about all the possible reasons or the justifications that the certain placement agencies give for following such a practice. So stay with me till the end of this video to learn more on today's topic. But before we begin, let me remind you that if you are a first time viewer or if you have landed on my channel for the first time, then click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you will receive the notifications of my videos as soon as I upload them. So let's begin this video. Now let's take an example. Let's say that an organization has a position of a manager to be filled as soon as possible. Now a placement agency which is into a contract with this organization starts sourcing the candidates to fill the position for them. Now let's say that the CTC on offer is around rupees 8 lakhs per annum. Considering that the organization has to pay somewhere around 6% to 8% as the remuneration to the agency to fill this position for them, this comes to roughly around, let's say, rupees 48,000 to rupees 64,000. So the agency already has this income in their pockets, provided that the candidate sourced by them has been hired by the organization. Now there are certain ways by which the placement agency sources the candidates for the organization. There are certain sources which require only time to be invested and not money. For example, they can source the candidates through the various multiple social media platforms. But when we have to close a certain position on priority basis, online job portals become their first preference to source the candidates from. Now these portals also charge a certain amount of money. This amount ranges anywhere between rupees 2000 to rupees 10,000 depending upon the number of online job portals being used. Now this expenditure has to be managed out of the remuneration paid by the organization to these placement agencies. But let's consider that the organization themselves have managed to close this position on their own. Now the placement agencies have already spent anywhere up to rupees 10,000 to close this position. The question is how to recover this money. This is one of the reasons why the placement agencies charge money from the candidates. Now there are two ways by means of which these agencies charge money from the candidates. First is under the name of registering a candidate's name, and second is charging a certain amount of money from the candidate's first salary. So in this specific example, a placement agency prefers to charge anywhere between rupees 100 to rupees 500 simply to register the name of a candidate. Now if the agency manages to find around 20 resumes, then this equals to around rupees 2000 to rupees 10,000. So in this way, a placement agency manages to recover the costs incurred by them on the positions which they are not even able to close for the organization. Now certain agencies charge this initial amount, or they charge a certain part of the candidate's first salary, or they charge both. Now let's compare these estimates on a monthly basis and try to work out the amount of revenue they generate just by gathering the resumes. My calculations say that if the agency manages to source around even 200 resumes, then the revenue generated by them will be in the range of rupees 20,000 to rupees 1 lakh. Now the number of 200 resumes is on the lower side that I am referring to, simply because getting 200 resumes in a month comes to approximately around 8 resumes per day. Now this is not a big challenge to get even 8 resumes per day. So you can imagine that even without closing any position for an organization, these agencies are still able to generate such amount of revenue for them. So one of the primary reasons to follow such practice is that the agencies do not want to spend anything without getting anything in return. Now there are also many times when they give the explanation that they have to spend a lot of time on a specific candidate to find a suitable job for him or her. So again they are investing their time, for which they ask for a certain amount from the candidates under the name of registration fees. Also, the agencies have to look after other expenses like the office rent, salaries of the recruiters, electricity bill, mobile and telephone bill, internet charges, etc. So for these agencies, the easiest source of income is through sourcing the resumes. Also, there are various other costs like job portal subscriptions regarding the job postings and the purchase of database that these agencies have to incur. But no matter whatever the reasons may be, I personally believe that this specific practice should not be followed. And I also request you that do not fall into the trap of such money hungry agencies. But then the question arises is, what other option do the candidates have? Because frankly speaking, the number of such agencies is quite high. So what are the candidates supposed to do? Well, I would leave that up to you to find the answer to that question. Please note that the topic that we have discussed in this video is a very debatable one and indeed a very serious one. So whatever I have discussed today, I want to say that it's just my opinion on this topic, and I'm not kind of trying to pass any sort of a judgment on anyone. In case if you have any queries, opinions or suggestions regarding the content that we have discussed in this specific video, then please leave a comment below. I will be replying to them personally on priority. See you again in the next video. Thank you.